With 665, a 12-year-old can tell their counselor, school counselor, take me out of the home, put me in foster care services. AB 957 says to the judge, you have to factor in gender-affirming care as the benefiting factor for where the child would go for health, safety, and wellness. So when a parent who didn't even get informed that their child was taken away and put into foster care services, they go and now try to fight the state for their child back, and the state and judge asks them, will you affirm your child's ideology? And maybe they're devout Catholics, Sikhs, Muslims, Christians, Mormons, everything else. And they say, no, we don't believe in that value. The judge has to, because of 957, say you will not get your children back. That is dangerous. That is state-sponsored kidnapping. Everybody, like every single Californian, every single parent, and everybody across the nation really needs to see what California craziness is actually happening. AB 665 and AB 957 actually work together, and getting both of those passed will be absolutely detrimental to parents' rights, how to take care of their kids. So, in an example, AB 665 allows a 12-year-old, a 6th grader, a youth individual that shows mental capability to then go and say they find a school counselor, and they tell their school counselor, well, my parents, they don't affirm my ideology. They don't allow me to identify as something different than my biological sex. Maybe their parents are religious. Maybe their parents just believe in biology. Maybe their parents just don't want them to do that because they believe it's a phase, and they just want them to wait a little bit. And so an individual at 12 years age and up can go to a counselor and say, I want foster care housing. I want counseling, and I don't want you to tell my parents. That is what AB 665 does. So it allows the individual to be pulled from the home, put into foster care services, or receive school and mental counseling without even acknowledging the parent or letting them know, from 12 years old and up. 12-year-old doesn't even get to choose dinner at night, and yet they want them to choose foster care housing. And so with that, AB 957 in conjunction changes the judicial code for, I believe it's health, safety, and wellness of the child, and it adds gender-affirming care to that. So the big issue and the big picture is, with 665, a 12-year-old can tell their counselor, school counselor, take me out of the home, put me in foster care services. AB 957 says to the judge, you have to factor in gender-affirming care as the benefiting factor for where the child would go for health, safety, and wellness. So when a parent who didn't even get informed that their child was taken away and put into foster care services, they go and now try to fight the state for their child back, and the state and judge asks them, will you affirm your child's ideology? And maybe they're devout Catholics, Sikhs, Muslims, Christians, Mormons, everything else. And they say, no, we don't believe in that value. The judge has to, because of 957, say you will not get your children back. They have to. That is exactly what is happening here in California. That is dangerous. That is state-sponsored kidnapping. That is taking away a child through the legal codes. And the reason why they do it, and here's the political play, is you do 665 because nobody really pays attention and 12-year-olds kind of get the pass, and then you do 957 and nobody really pays attention because it's just an adjustment on the judicial code, and it's just an adjustment to say we won't tell the parents. That is dangerous. Absolutely dangerous. It is state-sponsored kidnapping, and not enough people are stepping up and doing something about it. We need individuals to go on Find My Representative for the state of California and find out who that individual is that represents them, send them a message. We need to overwhelmingly email the governor's office of California, Gavin Newsom's office, and say, if you do this, if you support and sign this bill, we will make sure that you never become president, because we will inform the rest of the country what California craziness looks like. That is something that is powerful, and we have the opportunity to do it today only if the people want to. They can also support individuals like myself who are talking about this fight, and we need to push it. We need to change the message. California is coming. California is crazy, and it bleeds into the rest of the nation, and we are the frontline individuals who are fighting against this, and we need their support. We need every single Californian. If you're a parent today, if you're going to be a parent tomorrow, if you're a religious individual, regardless of whatever religion you believe in, who your deity is, this is important. We need to stand up and fight. find your representative, look that up, send them a message, and then look up however to email the governor, because he's going to run for president. And when he does that, we are going to hold him accountable, and we'll make sure that he never becomes president if issues like this are really coming up.